Alright, something strange has been happening, and people can feel it, even if nobody is saying it out loud. Because when a woman like Beyoncé goes quiet, the world gets loud. For months now, fans have noticed a shift. No sweet couple moments, no public affection, no power couple energy like before. Just distance, silence, carefully controlled appearances that feel more like business than love. And now, whispers are turning into full-blown talk that Beyoncé may have already done the unthinkable, quietly ending her marriage while the public is still clapping for a fairy tale that might already be over. And here's where it gets messy, because this isn't just about a relationship falling apart. This is about timing. This is about the Diddy scandal shaking the industry. This is about a rumored Netflix project digging into powerful men and their past connections. And people are starting to connect dots that maybe Beyoncé connected first. Because what if she saw the storm coming and stepped out of the rain before anyone noticed? Let's rewind, because this didn't start yesterday. Beyoncé and Jay-Z have always been sold to us as more than a couple. They were a brand, an empire, the blueprint for Black excellence in the music world. They survived cheating scandals, elevator fights, diss tracks, and public embarrassment. And every time, they turned pain into profit, trauma into art. Lemonade wasn't just an album, it was a confession wrapped in poetry. Jay admitted his mistakes, they rebuilt, or at least that's what we were told. But relationships don't just heal because the cameras stop rolling. For years, there have been quiet rumors that their marriage worked more like a partnership than a romance. Separate lives, separate circles, separate business moves. Together in public, independent in private. And honestly, that's not unusual for celebrities. But here's the difference. Beyoncé has always been extremely protective of her image, her peace, and most importantly, her legacy. She doesn't move emotionally, she moves strategically.
So when the Diddy situation exploded and conversations about old industry relationships started resurfacing, fans immediately looked sideways at everyone connected. Jay-Z's long history in the same social and business circles suddenly didn't look like harmless networking. It looked like potential exposure waiting to happen. And Beyoncé? She's not the type to sit around and hope everything blows over. What nobody expected was the timing of her recent moves, the projects, the brand deals, the quiet power plays. It almost feels like someone building a financial and public shield before a storm hits. Like she's making sure that if something ugly comes out, her name stands separate, clean, untouchable. And that's where the divorce talk starts sounding less like gossip and more like strategy. Because here's the twist. Some insiders have hinted that legal paperwork could already be handled privately. Not a dramatic court fight, not a messy public split, but a clean, controlled separation behind the scenes, while they slowly adjust the public narrative. And let's be real, Beyoncé doesn't do chaos, she does chess. Meanwhile, the Netflix rumor is adding gasoline to the fire. Word online suggests a documentary digging into music industry power circles, old alliances, and hidden histories. And whenever projects like that surface, people start getting nervous, especially those who built their careers in an era where lines were blurry and power was unchecked. If Beyoncé knew something revealing could come out, why wouldn't she quietly step back first? Because protecting her children, her brand, and her peace would come before protecting a man's reputation, every single time. But here's where it gets emotional. People forget Beyoncé is human because she performs like a goddess. But imagine living a life where every mistake your partner makes becomes global humiliation. Imagine constantly having to stand beside someone while the world questions their past, their character, their decisions. That wears on a person, especially someone who values control and dignity. There's a reason she turned her pain into art before. That hurt didn't disappear, it just got polished into music. And now, fans are saying her recent appearances feel different. Strong, yes. Focused, yes. But emotionally detached. Like someone who has already closed a chapter internally, even if the world hasn't seen the last page yet.
Because sometimes a woman leaves emotionally long before she leaves physically. And Jay-Z, he's been unusually low-key. No loud public defenses, no big statements, just business as usual. But silence can mean many things. Sometimes it means confidence. Sometimes it means damage control. And sometimes it means negotiations are happening behind closed doors. What makes this story heavy isn't just the celebrity drama. It's the idea that even the most powerful couples can be built on fragile foundations, that loyalty has limits, that love can turn into liability when reputation is at risk. If Beyoncé did make this move quietly, it wouldn't be out of spite, it would be survival. Because history shows one thing clearly: when powerful men fall, everyone around them gets pulled into the smoke, and Beyoncé has spent decades crafting an image of excellence, discipline, and control. She is not about to let anyone's past drag her future down. The emotional impact of something like this? Huge. For their kids, it means growing up watching their parents become business partners instead of lovers. For Beyoncé, it means carrying the weight of ending something the world thought was unbreakable. And for Jay-Z, it could mean losing not just a wife, but the public shield that softened his image for years. But sometimes, endings aren't failures. Sometimes they're protection. And fans are torn. Some are heartbroken, holding on to hope that the Carters are still solid behind the scenes. Others are saying if she walked away, she had a reason, because strong women don't leave for no reason. They leave when staying costs too much. And if the Netflix project truly exposes uncomfortable truths about industry connections, this could be remembered as the moment Beyoncé chose herself over the image of perfection. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly, intentionally, like everything she does. Because the most powerful moves don't always come with announcements. Sometimes they happen in silence while the world is distracted. So now everyone's watching, waiting, reading between lines that may or may not be there. Was the love story already over while we were still celebrating it? Did she see the storm before the clouds rolled in? One thing's for sure, Beyoncé has never been just a singer. She's a strategist, a protector, a woman who turns pain into power. And if this really is the end of the Carter era as we knew it, it won't be remembered as a scandal. It'll be remembered as a woman choosing her peace before the world could shake it. Because sometimes the real story isn't the exposure, it's the exit nobody saw coming.